On the broadcast here tonight, under attack, deadly bombings during an emotional homecoming in a nuclear nation of critical importance to this country. Good evening. A while back, we had one of the foremost American experts on foreign policy sit in the chair next to me here, and I asked him which world situation keeps him up at night. Without hesitation, he answered Pakistan, and here's why. This is the scene tonight in Pakistan. 2 bombs went off in what they're calling an attempt to assassinate Benazir Bhutto, the first female leader of a Muslim nation. She had just arrived back in Pakistan after years away to move in and share power. This happened in Karachi, where the death toll quickly soared up to and over 100. Her opponents pledged to kill her, and tonight they came close. And in this nuclear nation, this situation could quickly unravel. We start tonight with our Middle East Bureau Chief, Richard Engel, who's with us with more on this. Richard, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. Witnesses say that security was not very tight and that the large crowds of her supporters were able to walk right up to her convoy. Pakistani officials tell NBC News it was a well-planned attack. 2 bombs exploding near Bhutto's specially built bulletproof truck as it moves slowly through the streets of Karachi, lined with up to 200,000 of her supporters. The dense crowds almost guaranteed a high death toll. Blood-soaked sandals were left in the streets as police carried dozens of bodies and more than 100 injured to hospitals. Police broke up panicked crowds and gawkers photographing the bodies with cell phones. Bhutto herself was unharmed and evacuated to her Karachi home. The suspects tonight are clear. Militant supporters of al-Qaeda and the Taliban have repeatedly threatened to assassinate Bhutto, who says if she becomes prime minister, she'll allow U.S. forces to strike al-Qaeda targets in Pakistan and help in the hunt for Osama bin Laden.
She was a target when she was prime minister because of her support for the United States. Now that she's come back and has already declared she'll continue the Musharraf policy in supporting the United States against al-Qaeda and the Taliban, that just makes her an even bigger target than before.
Bhutto was defiant right from the start, arriving in Pakistan this morning, dressed in the national colors. She was overcome, offering prayers and shedding tears.
I feel very, very emotional coming back to my country. I dreamt of this day for so many months and years.
For the next 10 hours, Karachi was peaceful. NBC producer Carol Grisanti followed Bhutto's arrival procession.
This has to be the largest street party Pakistan has ever seen, and Benazir Bhutto is everywhere. Pictures of her are plastered on buildings, cars, and lampposts, hanging from trees and from around people's necks.
Pakistan had deployed 20,000 soldiers and commandos in Karachi to protect Bhutto, but in the end, she was an easy target. Her convoy was moving slowly, blocked by her own loving supporters. Everyone knew where she was heading, and the bombers were waiting. Officials in Pakistan say while the death toll is still fluctuating, this appears to have been one of the deadliest attacks in the country's history. Brian?
And Richard, what does this do now to her future, and what does this do to the maintenance of public order in Pakistan?
It shows that the country that she left is not the country that she returned to. She is still, we are told, going to continue to stay in Pakistan and will try and form this alliance with Musharraf and try and become the next prime minister. Now we will have to see if there will be other assassination attempts or if she'll be able to use this to gain more public support.
All right, Richard Engel on this still developing story tonight. Richard, thank you.